let's get started. And because of this, a lot of wind. So, and I'm using my cheap tripod. So, let's get cranking. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself? Ma'am?
Going out for a paddle?
Yeah, I'm making a little video and making a little addition to it. Then I'm going to go out and mess around a little bit.
Oh, it sounds like fun. You have a beautiful day for it before it's supposed to get rain, I guess, eventually.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to beat it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Have a wonderful day. Good morning. Today I'm going to make a couple little changes to my kayak over here, and I'm going to add a tripod made by Scotty and a few little changes that I've been wanting to make. I'm actually using my regular Canon camera today and not my GoPro for a change, so yay! But let's get started. Because of this, a lot of wind. So, and I'm using my cheap tripod. So, let's get cranking. It's Sunday, and I feel a little rugged, but I wanted to make a little video. I haven't made one in a while because of my broken finger. You see, I don't have the cast on it today. It's a temporary, but it's still very hard to work with. So I haven't been able to do any of my paddling and getting out in the water. So I wanted to see if I can make a little video today, and it's going to be in addition to my Pelican 10-foot kayak. I'm adding a Scotty tripod to it and making a few other little changes to it to get it to where it works for what I want it to do. So let's get started. Okay, so here is the tools I'm going to be working with today. I hope this is all I'm going to need. This is all I brought. A drill, alright, pair of channel locks, a flathead and a Phillips head screwdriver, some stainless steel screws. That's already pre-rusted, you know, so that's very important. And the things I will be installing is, this is the mount here for a Scotty, for anything that's Scotty. It came with what I bought. It came with a Scotty rod holder. All right, there's a gear head extension, so I can turn it in different directions, bring it closer, whatever I want to do. Here is my portable camera mount. All right, so that works with the gear head. All right, and then along with it, this is the GoPro brand swivel mount from GoPro. And then I always like to keep on the boat with it take it out of the package. I'm having a hard time. Anyway, give me a pain in the ass. I got a broke hand and whatever. So anyway, here's the other. It's a GoPro brand tool for tightening up all your screws and what have you. And then for each boat, I have both boats today. I'm going to put a This is to hold my anchor, alright, which is coming soon, and that'll be the next edition. And then I also have a couple handles I want to install on the blue kayak, and then I have some extra, some adhesive, some crazy glue for some of the things I got to glue on, then some, some foam mounts and what have you. Alright, so this is what I'm going to get started with. So let's go to the boat. Before I get started, I wanted to show you my the GoProFun tripod that I use for my red kayak here. Alright, and it's been a great addition, and I use it very often, and it was great. It's 22 bucks, and it's been a great addition. But unfortunately, they don't work together with Scotty brand. Okay, and not knowing much about the brand itself, kind of find out they make the mounts on the bottom. They can buy them by themselves. So anyway, this could have been a lot cheaper. I could have bought one of those and added it. Instead, I went the Scotty route and spent a lot more. But I'm glad I did it because it's gonna turn out really nice. And then on the way I have a Scotty mount coming along the way with a rod holder for it, and then another mount for the GoProFun. I'm sorry, for the Scotty, and this is GoProFun. And so I can interchange rods, because I plan on start fishing with my boys a little bit. So I just wanted to show you this before I got started, to give you a little bit of background on what's going on with it all. But I can't say enough. It's a great product. So in the end, I'll let you know which one is the better product, the Scotty or the GoProFun. Okay, to get started, I'm going to mount the tripod right here in the center of the boat. Alright, I'm going to use different screws than what they gave me for the installation, because it's more for a different type of kayak where you can bolt from underneath. So I'm using what I need to use, and it's really hard on my fingers, so bear with me a little bit. But see how you had to pull these and twist, which ain't so bad. But I really like the GoProFun way of how it comes out. It's a lot more convenient than Scotty. So I'm going to put it here right in the center, so that it can face, right towards me while I'm sitting on the boat, and I can also turn it. So let's get started with that. Okay. I have my drill, I have my screws, and I have some adhesive, alright? And I plan on putting some adhesive down to not only screw it down, but also give it a lot more, a lot more stability, alright? So let's make sure that this is sitting in the right direction, alright? You put this in, twist, push down, alright, so, and will it work the other way? Let's see. It works either way. And that says inboard. Alright, so let's go ahead and mount this bad boy right here. Let's start with putting a little sticky. Start by putting a little bit of the adhesive onto the bottom of it. Alright. And like I said, this will give it a little more stability. I used super glue on the last one. It did an okay job, but I went with some regular, some self-leveling adhesive. So let's see how this does. Looks a little more sloppier than what I used before. So Alright, so we're going to set her down. Alright. Just like that. Get her nice and straight. Alright. And excuse me if it went a little here. It's been a little painful with it. So before I put a little bit, what I did is I went ahead and put a little bit of adhesive onto the screws itself too, just to give it a little extra. Alright, so there we go. And we'll dip it in the adhesive a little bit. Alright, and I'm going to drop it right in the boat. Alright, put the first one on there. Just like that. Alright, first one down. Number 3. Number 4. Alright, there. Let's do the one on the other side, kind of like putting down a tire, I guess you could say. Alright, now it's down. Next one. These screws are a little bit corroded, but it's not really rust, it's a little corrosion. I picked stainless ones because, you know, they won't rust out as easy as like a regular metal screw. So it's evenly tighten these down. Alright, so that's nice and solid. Alright, so and I want to use my fishing rod holder. And you put her on in. Yeah, sure. Do that to me now. Oh, there we go. And then give her a little twist. Not bad, so turn it that way, turn it any way you really want to. Whichever way I want my rod facing. That's what she said. Alright, so put that aside. Least important. Alright, so now we're going to move on to our gear head extension. I could have used a regular straight one, but I decided to go with one where I can adjust it and turn different directions for better angles, of course. Alright, so for the moment we can put away our adhesive. Alright, let's do this. Alright, first off, let's put on the gear head part on the top. And what I've seen of these before is they don't go straight up and down for whatever reason. But that can be fixed with the tripod, so I'm not really worried about it too much. So let's just get it close as we can and put on our gear head. Now, I haven't tried the gear heads between the two brands. Maybe I'll do that in the end and see if the actual gear heads work. But oh, they look really close. All right, so there's the first one. It's on, nice and solid. And we'll do the second. Okay, and that one does go straight up and down. So they must do that for a reason, because it's a rod holder. So we'll tighten that bad boy down. Alright, now we have our stand basically for our tripod. I could shorten this up if I wanted to. I could put this down to that, which probably will be the case in most situations. So a little bit of a pain in the butt. You got to find the right groove when you do it. See, now that's what I really like about. There you go. That's what I really like about the BroCraft is you don't have those issues. All right, so now we have the portable camera mount. All right, and that's very similar to the top of my Lifetime, the red Lifetime. So let's take this out of the package. And I picked a really windy day today, so fun. All right, throw that over here. All right, so here is the tripod, and it's adjustable in different directions. Twist it. All right, so we have that, and it comes with a GoPro style adapter here, and it also comes with your camera mount. All right, so hold on a second here. All right, now time to install, and that was a breeze. I really like this, man. that's okay. That changes. That's a little bit of a game changer, but it's not as far as the base goes. But I like that. All right, so you can get this level. Now, even if this isn't level, you can still get this level. All right, and then you can tighten it all down right here. I really like this. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not as. It seems so far as stable as my GoProFun, but I think once the adhesives kick in and it gets it really solid, then it'll be a big difference. But so far, so good, I guess. All right, so you have that. All right. So they also give you another type. Looks like it's another way of adapting to a pole or something. I don't know. I'll read the instructions, but this is made to go with this. This is another type of adapter. So we'll keep this. You never know what you can use it for. All right. So next off, I'm going to add. See if I can find it. It's over here. Best place to always look is right in front of you. So yeah, it's really tender. I don't have my temporary cast on it right now. Took it off. Very hard to work with. All right, so I noticed that this GoPro adapter was at a side angle, and yes, I know I can turn it like that all I want. But I needed one of these anyway for other things, and I think it'll work good for the boat. All right, and I already have this adapter on, so just like any other GoPro, when you go like that, push it in, push it back down, and it locks it into place. Now this is, and I noticed I already took it out of the box and I messed with it. They're probably have to put a little WD-40 or something on it, but that gives me the ability to swivel and get all I want, left to right, just like that. All right. Even after I tighten this all down, so I have options, and it comes with a mounting screw. So actually, probably be away from that other in case I want to use the other side for 2 cameras. All right. So screw that on in. Uno momento, por favor. Okay, so now I'm going to put my GoPro 6 onto the mount. All right, just like that. Put you to the side, and it's just your typical way of mounting. Put her in. The GoPro ones always slip in just the right way. It makes such a great product. Well, it's their product, so why not, right? The cheap ones, they're very tight and hard to move around. Alright, so as you see, I can put my GoPro on there, and it has the ability to turn. I can turn this way. I can adjust, but we'll show that here in a second. Let's tighten this back up. And then I have the ability, which is kind of cool, over here for a second camera. I'm going to put my my Hero Session, not the 4, even though they're the same camera, and not the 5. This is the regular Hero Session. All right, you've heard my rant on that before. All right, my GoPro 5 is taking a trip to Europe with my sister-in-law. She sent me a picture this morning. It was really cool of the subways there and everything. So, all right, so there we go. I have the ability to have 2 cameras, or the camera I'm using, my Canon camera, I could use that also on this side, and I'm set up ready to go. It looks like if I was wanting to do maybe like a, like say for instance I did like this right here, I can put the camera and talk like this. I can put my other GoPro or even on 5 and put it on this side, and I can do my time-lapse video as I'm doing it. Gives me a lot of options. So I really like this product so far. And then of course, like I said before, I have options when it comes to adjustment as opposed to my other one. All right, so I can bring this down at an angle like this. I don't know if you can see it. Let's shift a little bit here. All right, and then I can adjust this one here. All right, get it a little closer to me. Just like that. Get a little closer. Don't be shy. Just like that. At any rate, you get the idea. Just like that. And now it's sitting closer to me if I want a closer shot. Or I can twist this over and turn it that way. I can bring this out and maybe drop something down if I want to do some underwater shots with it, because they are waterproof after all. So the only thing else we have to install is, let me find it real quick, is uno momento again. Oh, picked the wrong color. Can't do that, right? Is I have my GoPro branded tool, which I really like these tools, man. They work great, better than the generic cheap ones that slip through. And it needs an area they can set, so I need to find a little area right there. I can hook it around here or whatever. It was different on my other one, so I can clip it just like that if I want, and like this. Just like that, flip it there, and now I always have a tool at hand that if I want to tighten these and I don't want them to slip, I can just simply tighten, just like that. Easy money. Man, that wind's bad. Alright, so that's phase one of the tripod and the adjustments I'm making on that. So it gives me a tripod here and it gives me a tripod on the other one. Okay, so next on the agenda is I wanna add my handles, alright? And they come with these handles here, but they don't grip very well, and they don't come with the straps for the paddles, so I'm gonna go and install that. So again, I'm going to need my my goop over here, and my adhesive, alright? So let's do that real quick. I'm going to put it right over the top of it, center of it, and it'll help me to be able to lift this around when I need to. All right. So it's been very hard to move it around, especially again with a broke ass hand. So let's add a little bit of adhesive onto it. I'll get out of control with it, like I'm doing right now. Let's do one side at a time, shall we? All right. So I'm going to grab myself another screw, okay, and we're gonna put it right over top. I'm gonna put it a little bit lower right here. Now I can put the clip on the other side. So a little bit on the screw also, like I did on the last one there. Okay, just like that. Okay. Grab my drill. Set that where I want it right there. Just like that. They gave me different hardware to install this with, but again, it's more for a traditional style where it's hollow on the inside and you sit inside of it. So I'm not using those. All right. Give myself another screw, a little adhesive. A little on the screw to itself, just like that. Give it a little extra grip on my drill. Pull it tight, make sure it's semi-level here. Alright. And Let's screw on in, just like that. Alright. Okay. Get a little of the excess off. Alright. And then the only thing remaining is the hook. Alright. And here's the hook right here. We'll do the same thing. Put it dead center in the middle. Make sure it's enough to reach it. Okay. Another screw. Dip it in the adhesive. You know that, and that's the great thing about. See, this kayak. I wouldn't say it's like a mid-range. It's like a mid-range kayak. You know, it's nothing. It's not the cheapest, and yet it's not a high-end one. And I plan on moving up as I get more and more experienced. And but you can take little things like these and you know, improve these things to where you're happy with it, and you know, and you make it your own. You know, you can a basic shell, and you can turn it little by little. Here, you know, find deals on Amazon, and you know, and make it your own. You can add a tripod. You don't have to put it on YouTube. You can, you know, you can just document your adventures and you know, show to your friends. Pass them down to your family, you know, just have fun. I'm not going to show you the other side. I'll do the other side right now, and then I'm going to put the final thing on for the demonstration. Okay, for my next thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add a cleat on. All right, I'm going to add it on right over in this area right here. Let's see, I haven't figured out I really want it here. Probably right here. Alright? And what I'm putting this on for is I'm going to have an anchor. Alright, so when I want to jump out of the water and I want to do a little snorkeling or whatever it may be, then I can have a rope and tie off my anchor. And I may be replacing this with a little deal where I can I can't think of what they call it. It's like an anchor kit, but for right now I'm going to put a cleat in, and I'm going to only put it on this side for the moment, and then I'm going to put one on my other boat also. And if I like it, then I can you know, I can add on with another cleat onto the other side. All right, so that's where it's going to be, right here. All right, so I found out that the other screws are too short, but I do have some really great Tapcon screws, so that's what I'm going to end up using. I'm going to end up using my Tapcon screws. Alright, so, and the same thing as last time, we're going to put a little bit of adhesive. Okay, we're going to put it on there right the way we want it. Dip the screw in the adhesive so it gets into the hole, and I got a hole off on that right there. I got to use another screw real quick to get it started, and then I'm going to have to end up doing it by hand, which is going to hurt like hell on my finger, but it is what it is, right? So let's get it the way we want it, straight here. Just like that. Let's get the other one ready. Okay. Alright. Drop her down in there. For right now I'll use a a flathead screwdriver. Drop that down in there. And that'll fit down in that groove too. Tapcons are really, really great. Really great locking systems like that. Pull the other out. I really like them. Maybe I could have used that for all of them, but and they don't rust out either, at least as far as I know. I've never seen them do it. But these things are like hurricane proof. You know, you can use it for tapping down boards for hurricanes and everything else. So, oh, I don't know what I'm thinking here. Get this straight. Get that going. This really ought to hold this in very good between the adhesive and the Tapcons in there. It's a little crooked. Not too bad. It is what it is. And so that way, you know, at least for the time being, you know, that I can use some sort of a rope to tie around and drop my anchor in. Alright? Or any other thing, tie it to a dock or whatever it may be. So, and then I'm going to put the same one, another one on there. And these things are pretty cheap. You can pick them up at Walmart for like it's under $2 a piece. I think it was $1.90 something. I'm going to put everything I have here in the description below, so you can find them yourself if you're going to make these type of can't say the word. I'm sorry. If you want to alter your kayak in a similar way, all right. So let's see. So what are we going to do next? Well, anyway, this is the finished product for the moment until Tuesday, when some of my other additions come in. But I decided to go ahead and put the second cleat on and put some rope in here and get it ready for the anchor. It'll probably be a different rope I use. And here's the finished product on the tripod. And here's my paddles and handles. So, alright, I think for right now this is pretty good. And I hope you might have learned something. I'm learning something as I go along every day. And thank you for coming along with my journey. And as always, I'll catch you on the flip side.